Hello friends, welcome to CSS tutorial. In this video, we will explore what is content area and how it can be adjusted using the width and height. So first we learned about the box, then we explored the padding, then we explored about the border, then we talked about the margin. Now we will see how to adjust the content area. Content area in the sense here, if you see the inner box here, whatever is defined by this box, that's the content area. Inside that, HTML content will be displayed. So the size of the content area is defined by width as well as height property. So you can apply this to any HTML element. You can apply it to a div tag, paragraph tag, h1, h2. So whatever tag you want, you can take it and apply this. So padding, I mean the content area in the sense here it is width, right? So this will be the width, and height, if you see, this is the height. So that's how we define the content area. To recap, margin, so margin is set by margin top, margin left, margin right, margin bottom. Border decided by the thickness, or with the border width you can specify the pixel. We haven't yet covered about border width. And padding, padding top, padding left, padding right, and padding bottom. Then content area, width and height. So these are all the parameters to define a box model, right? Here we are talking about the content area with the height as well as width. In this example, we will make the border visible so that we can clearly see how the content area is resized. Right? When we resize the content area, if we don't have a border, and if there are multiple elements, still we can see the resize, but border will be very helpful to see how the content area is resizing. So we will enable the border when we go to the demo, and we will perform content resizing. We will also set margin so that a box will not collide with others. We will do that also in the demo. Now let's go to the demo directly and explore content area by setting the customized width as well as a height property. Alright, here we created content area.html, and let's have some sample paragraph. There are 3 paragraph here, and we set a class to it called margin and border. So the 3 paragraphs are displayed here, right? It is simple plain HTML with 3 paragraphs. Now let's add margin border. So all this will be helpful to explore the content area width and height. So here we just added the margin border, and we set font family also. Font family is Siege UI, and border color we set. This time if you see, instead of going with standard border width, this time we are using a specified width in terms of a pixel. Previously we used border, colon, and we specified all 3 parts in one line, right? We specified the border style, we specified the border thickness in terms of medium, thin, thick, then we specified the color. in the previous videos. Here we splitted the border properties separately, and we added that border color, border width, and border style. Let us save, and you can see the border will be applied for all three paragraphs. Since we set border style as a double, and the border is applied for all three paragraphs, and you can see the edges of the border is touching the actual content, right? Here if you look at the text T and F, they are slightly touching the border, right? So we can fix this easily by adding a padding, and if you specify only one padding parameter 3 pixel, and let me save, you can observe it yourself. If you see, the padding is applied on all four edges, and here if you see, the content is now padded from the border, and you will not see the content colliding with the border with all these three paragraphs just by adding one single padding parameter. We will also set margin, and margin is the outward distance, right? So since we have decent separation, the margin will be optional. Anyhow, we added it, and we will save the content, right? So margin is 5 pixel. So now the boxes are coming together, and there is a 5 pixel gap. We can say 5 plus 5, one for this paragraph and one for this paragraph. So the summed up value is 10 pixel, right? So we set margin as well. Now we will add one more class here. So you can add multiple class just by placing a space, and here if you see, the paragraph 1 has two classes. One is margin border and another one is content size paragraph 1. Here we will be using a different paragraph 2. Here we will have 3. So since we added the classes, we will define content size for our first paragraph. And if you see, for first paragraph, we are setting height as 100 pixel and width as 800 pixel, right? Let us save the content, and if you see, the first one is expanded because we set width as 800 pixel, right? Height is only 100 pixel, so this is 100 pixel, and the width is 800 pixel here. So for the demo to work, we have to stop the auto refresh. All right, now we expanded the first paragraph, right? And if you see, since we specified the width, this is occupying 800 pixel, and since I resized the browser, I have to scroll now, right? And if you see, the first one is 800 pixel and it is fixed. Second and third paragraphs are not fixed because we doesn't specify any width to it. So when we resize the browser, the paragraph also resizes, and you can see how the border is minimizing, right? We set outer border, right? But for first one, the border is not minimizing widthwise. Why? Because we set a fixed width for it. The same goes for height as well. Now let us set different content size for paragraph 2. This time, if you see, we keep height as 200 pixel, 2 times of first paragraph, and the width 600 pixel. Right? We will save the content and reload the document, and you can see now the content width is changed to 600, right? Lesser than the previous one, and the height got increased for this second one. So here we are increasing the content area in terms of height as well as width. Now we have the third content area. This time we increased the height further and increased the width also to 900. Let us save this, and if you see, this is content p3, right? That will go the change. So it got the change now. So this is 300 pixel content area, and this is 900 pixel, more than the first one. So you can fix the content with the help of height and width, and that will increase the content area's size, so in which the HTML element will be rendered. Here we simply took the paragraph element. You can experiment it with any HTML element. It can be a header tag, or it can be a another list child element, like a list element, whatever it is. So as already told, all are treated as box by CSS. So all these rules are applicable to any HTML elements. That's all here in this video. Just now you saw the demo. Thank you for watching. Bye.